I had a customer who wanted some custom floorboards, and they didn't want to go through the trouble and the money issue of spending $300 on some Korean, aftermarket shit. So he pretty much gave me full reign to do whatever I want to do as far as fabricating some floorboards. So I threw it at him. I figured, hey, how would you feel about making some custom floorboards out of some old sprockets? Like a big 54 tooth sprocket or something like that. Cutting it down the middle and, fabricating something like that. So we're going to walk you through exactly what I did here, and I'll show you, for pennies on the dollar, you can make yourself, if you're a welder and fabricator, you can make yourself a cool set of floorboards for virtually, I don't know, $5, $10, something like that. So hang tight. So this is what we got here. I ran down to the steel supply place. I got some 7/8 square solid bar. He had floor pegs on there, and the square stock was just sheet metal. It was shit. So I went out and I got this 7/8 solid stuff. As you can see, it sits in there. I'm going to drill a hole through that, and then what we'll do is we'll fabricate our floorboards off that, and I'll show you the final result once they're done. All right, guys. So here's what you got. Here's my square stock. I drilled a hole in the square stock. I marked it, slid them in there. Okay. I welded a piece of plate onto that. See here, just a simple piece of plate. Okay. Then I welded the sprocket on. Okay, that's more than enough substantial weight. Okay. Then I added a piece of 10 gauge to it. See here, see by the edge, and that's it. Nice clean welds. Okay. Now here's what it looks like when you put the rubber on it. Okay, what we got ourselves is some floorboard rubber. Okay, nice heavy stuff. Just place it on there. You stick it on there. And you got some nice custom boards. See that? Nice stuff, right? Total price under $20. You can make these pretty much for any bike that you want. Okay. Now I got the other piece of rubber here. I didn't cut it yet. I got to cut along that line for the other one. But as you can see, nice clean application. Okay. Easy to fabricate. Like I said, just find out what square stock that you need. Get yourself a sprocket. Make sure when you get the sprocket that the distance, it's long enough for your feet. Okay, so you want to make sure, you want to ask whatever sprocket you buy what the outside diameter is, and then you just cut it down the middle. Okay, and make sure it's long enough. You know what I'm trying to say? When you get these sprockets, like you see, you want to make sure that this length is long enough for your foot. Now this one I believe was a Harley sprocket. It was a 52 tooth Harley sprocket for 530 chain. If you stay with the 530 chain, it's a larger chain, so the sprockets will be larger. All right, we're out by the bike, and that's pretty much what they look like, as you can see. Really, really nice looking stuff. And like I said, they cost virtually nothing to make.